As you can see here, I've already applied my acrylic paint on the Gelli plate, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite textures, which is bubble wrap. Now this is the bubble wrap that came with the order of acrylic paint the other day. So what I do is I just press and I create these interesting textures. Kind of look like fish. And here's some copy paper. And I always like to keep these strips of paper as well. They're good for making long lines. Okay, now that the texturing part is done, I'm going to get my large format paper, a 22 by 30. Now this paper, this is one of my favorite papers. It's called Stonehenge, and this is made in the US. It's a domestic paper made by the Legion Company, and it's comes out to about $2.50 per page, which is pretty reasonable for fine art paper. Some of the European papers can cost as much as $5-6 a page. That's kind of steep. Okay, now that I've applied even pressure on the paper, yeah, now one never knows what the result will be. This is giving me a bit of a fight, actually. This plate is very sticky. It's almost like a double stick tape. I do like the result. It's a beautiful mix of different colors and textures, which can only be achieved with Gelli plate. here's the result. And I do like these imperfections on the edges. It shows you that it's a printed page. It's not a painted page. There's a big difference. Okay, now I will show you how you see these leftover marks. I'm going to show you how to make use of these. I'm going to do a second print. This time I'm going to be using phthalo blue. So this is a much darker color. Don't need that much, just a few drops, because the whole idea is to spread the paint surface as thinly as possible. And I love the way these colors blend with each other once you use the brayer. Again, I'm not putting too much pressure on the roller, just enough to spread the paint, kind of gliding it along the way. Again, I'm going to use my strips of paper. And my bubble wrap. This time I'm putting it on vertically. I'm going to use a fresh piece of paper, so just making sure my hands are clean. Making sure I line my paper up with the registration marks. Again, I'm applying even pressure on the plate. Almost like a back massage. I like those marks with the bubble wrap. It's a very nice combination of textures. Now, I'm not going to waste this leftover paint here. So I'm going to print this over the first one. The first print that I did is this yellow one. And while this is still wet, I'm going to try to pick this up. And this time I'm applying a little more pressure because I want to really pick up every little leftover on the plate. Okay, let's see the result. Oh, it's really very sticky, so I think it picked up most of the color. Here's the result. It's very beautiful textures. I hear a lot of other YouTube artists who use a Gelli plate, and they like to call this grungy. That's the term they use. I don't think it's grungy, I just think it's beautiful. Like a patina. You know, when paint has been sitting outdoors for a long, long time, you get this effect here. Okay, so I am going to let these two pieces dry. Now here is the first. Well, this is the first one, this is the second one. I'm going to let them dry for a few minutes, and I'll be back and show you again how I apply the collage on top of this.